All right, so we at 12:55 p.m. and we are Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. Finally getting myself out of the house to get to the gym. I woke up around 7 a.m. or 7:30. I went to bed before midnight, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. Naloxone, the injection for opioids. This is drug lane. I have one of those from my first aid course to teach. They give it for free. The nasal one, not the injection. But anyway, so it's obvious I'm anxious all the time. I went to my doctor yesterday. Well, it's a doctor intern. It's a new one. I don't hate her. But I obviously don't feel I can get, close to her or build a relationship. It's just neutral. It's good. It's fine. Better than the one before. And, the problem came up with my blood pressure before. I never had my blood pressure taken where they gave me the results. They just never said anything. So last time I was with my the last intern, it was mentioned, and then we went to actually do a real test where it's an automatic BP machine, and you're sitting in a place in the room for, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. They leave you alone, and they take several readings. And the nurse who came in was like, "Oh, you're fine." I'm like, "Oh." But then when I go to the pharmacy, it's high. When I went to that student osteopath, it was high, around the same thing. And then, I know I'm, anxious and stressed and blah, blah, blah. But then I'm watching more and more videos. I revisited it. I let it go for a bit when the doctor said, "Don't worry about it." I said, "Should I buy a home monitor to monitor it?" Whatever. Even the one today, the one from yesterday, said, but I'm probably going to. I've been seeing a lot more videos from this Canadian YouTube channel. And I want to get one that kind of tests it all the time, like 24 hours. But basically, I'm on the high level of normal, apparently, according to the doctor from yesterday. But then from the videos saying that they don't even take it. It's just like if I take people's body fat percentage, as a trainer. It's not the actual reading, it's just the observation of it, to see the changes over time and whatever. So I don't know, it could have been like that always and no one said anything, And the doctor from yesterday was like, don't let it get into your head or whatever. But I could at least keep up on it, you know what I mean? That's me taking control of it, So I'm going to look into machines and stuff, and yeah. But then I saw a video by, I don't know if you know Ryan Boundless. It's a former J vlogger, a Japan vlogger. It's an American who's, lived in Japan for like 16 years. And he got sick of it because he's a weeaboo. And no one will ever take him seriously. And he realized that, like, it's a close-knit culture, whereas people just visit for the sake of visiting, and they love it. But then if you live there and you integrate, you can't, you know. You know, kind of like here, people are having problems. Same feeling. But anyway, so then he went to, he did a bit of Thailand, he did a bit of stint in Cambodia, but then he moved to Uganda, then Kenya, or is it Kenya, then Uganda? One of them he liked, one of them he hates. And so he was logging that, but he didn't. All right, so where was I? Yeah, Ryan Boundless. I'm glad there's a lot more of his videos on his YouTube channel and not his Patreon. So he's exposing them, so that's good, because I'm not paying for his Patreon. But a lot of interesting videos of how, you know, the dating scene in Africa with him, and men trying to be his friend, but they're manipulating him because they want money from him or whatever. That type of stuff. But he recently just moved back to the States after, like, what was it, 21 years or something? And he's living out of his car, and he's, you know, getting his money back up so he can go back to Africa. That seems to be it. But I just happened upon one of his videos where, you know, he talks a lot more about mental health, right? And his personality being anxious and negative, and I'm like, that's a lot of me in a certain way at this point in time. And, you know, based on, you know, financial in the future, and, you know, making mistakes and things not turning out the way you want them and all that stuff. And so I really related to it. So he gets himself out, like, because in Africa when he was in Africa, he can't go out in the middle of the day because he's very pale like me. And I wrote a comment, do they sell sunscreen there? You know, he mentioned he did put it on. I'm like, where do you buy it? But anyways.
Hey, that's one side. You're taking over so many sides. This poor man. You can't walk.
This poor man can walk. That's another weird thing, because this area is more of a French-speaking area, but then as of COVID, I've noticed that most people are speaking English now. So it's like been a whole bunch of transplants, you know. And I'm seeing videos on that, people coming from other parts of Canada, you know, even the States, and because they can't afford it, you know, and they're coming here. So now here it's going to get more expensive, but yeah, just notice everyone a lot more English speakers. So anyways, back to anxiety. So he stays like a hermit to himself, like I do, but then he's in his head all the time, like I am. Well, I try to get it out by using this. I used to use my Bujo for that, but I prefer this, you know. And so I get myself out. Like today I got myself out. I handed my hair yesterday, and so like to get up, first of all, I didn't use the alarm. Secondly, it was tough getting to bed on time, because, you know, if you've seen some of my videos, I go to bed if I'm not working, if nothing's happening. Eventually, like, I need to take a nap on the couch to do the next step of my routine, before I go, you know what I mean? And then I end up going to bed like 3 or 4 in the morning. It's complicated, but I managed to get the thing I learned is just like, don't start something. Just do your routine. Don't start something else, you know, even with the breaks. So I got to bed, I think, after 10, probably before 11. I got up at like before 7 or is it 7:30? I don't know, somewhere around there. And so I got up, even with the henna in my hair and all that. I chose not to wash. I was in the shower, but I didn't do all that. Just the hair. Put on some old clothes. Put a whole bunch of towels on my head to not stain anything. Plus the usual head wraps that I use. And the plastic bags and all that, but usually leaks on my neck. So I covered all that up. So that seemed fine. Then, you know, the process of getting up. Because I probably was dehydrated. I had a headache, or it's because of my circadians effed up again, as per usual. Made some food to eat. And eventually, you know, I took my shower, rinsed the hair, you know, all that stuff. And I finally got out. So it's like about 1 now. At least I made myself get out. Just like he said, he makes himself get out when the sun goes down. Even though he can't see, because apparently the locals don't need light and their eyes improved for it. I don't know. So I related a lot to that. So I put that on my Take Back Your Life, MTL, Facebook page, which, you know, it's been a few years. It's been crashing and burning, but I realized that people who are on there, the only time the post gets a reach is if it's like, you know, those little pictograms with this quote, which I used to post a lot of, but you move on from there. But no one else wants to see the videos I see, and I don't care. It's kind of like a scrapbook for myself, you know. Gotta accept that. Doesn't make me stop. Just like this channel doesn't make me stop, because you know, it's a scrapbook. It's a journal. But I got quite a bit of subscribers coming up. I'm closer and closer to 500 subscribers, which is good. It's for what it is. You know, it's just me pointing and shooting. And like this has a little bit of editing if I have a few clips, put them together. So it's something that I'm doing anyways. Even though I would love to make an income online. It's got to be something I want to do even 10 years from now. And this is it, you know, for now. I mean, this will always be here, you know. But maybe eventually add on when this starts to make a little, I like that. Little house hidden. Anyways, so I'm off to the gym. Second dose of caffeine. I have to look again for a place to buy caffeine. Through eBay or something. Because they're really expensive, these pre-workouts. And coffee, you know, if I'm wearing white sunscreen, my teeth look yellow anyways. In some lights they look white, and it's an optical illusion. I don't want to ruin that. But coffee will definitely stain them, you know, so. There's that. Even when I did whiten my teeth way back for a video shoot, before, way back, it was a special occasion, and you still think they're yellow. You know what I mean? That's really bad. But anyways, speaking of teeth, I'm going on all tangents now. You know, slowly saving up money eventually, if I get enough money for that. You know, do Invisalign to get my top teeth further forward, so that my top 2 front teeth don't form the shape of my bottom ones, you know, so then I can get them back to the regular length, you know. But if I smile, they're all in there, But if I open my mouth, you can tell that they formed the shape of the bottom ones and they've worn down because of that. But if you get those, what is it, composite bonding, the tips will break off because my bite is that my top teeth go on my bottom teeth in the front, and they're not supposed to. They're supposed to be a little bit more in front, but that's neither here nor there. Well, those are just minor details. Like I don't need to obsess about that, you know. But the plan would be, if it ever happened, you know, bucket list type thing. Get the Invisalign, because my personal training client is a dentist who finally sold his business, but that's the thing. You need about 15 grand. The Invisalign, then you do the veneers or composite bonding or whatever. You know? That's that. And composite bonding, I mean, the fear that, you know, it'll chip because they don't last long. But then they don't wear that much of your teeth off. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of videos of that like a few weeks ago. So every now and then I keep perusing videos of things that interest me, either in the present or in the future. Bucket list type thing. And it's a hot day again today. And I am almost there at the gym. But before I go to the gym, I'm gonna head off to the pharmacy, get some protein bars. So that combined with the caffeine, I can kind of, you know, stay longer. Maybe go for 4 hours. 2.5 to 4 hours is usually what I do, you know. So, and security guard. And, oh, excuse me. Oh my God. No. Where is it? Oh, merci. This way. I think we're going. Oh yeah, it's a different area. I keep forgetting. $6.99 is for this. Oh, the Atkins. No, he's got the Atkins, but it's the Simply Protein. It's this, because the Atkins I like, and they're $10.99 on special. You're at. Oh, here we go. $8.99. That's not bad. I'm gonna try that. Oh, there's more in here. Six of them. Yeah, that's what I'll give it a try. All right. Why not? So. Price check. No, this way. All right, $6.99. Okay. All right, let's go pay for this.